Okay. Hello, Michelle. How are you?
I'm good. You look so cute.
Thank you. You have partnered with the chip brand, Miss Vicky's, who is currently looking for their next Picasso to design artwork for their favorite flavor in their Stroke of Goodness contest. What made you want to partner with Miss Vicky's for this campaign?
Um, I mean, this sounds crazy, but Miss Vickie's is my favorite trip. And
Okay.
I can't tell you the amount of disappointment I had that I could never find it in stores. And so now
Really?
that it will be available, yes, in grocery stores, like on that shelf, I'm just like, Kwanzaa done came early. And so that's just very exciting for me because I don't like a lot of stuff, but the stuff I like, I love.
Mm-hmm.
And so when they connected with me and told me they were doing this contest, I'm just like, okay, this is my jam because
Yeah.
once you add some creativity to the mix, I'm just like, this is what it's about, like whether it is a chip that inspires some like nostalgia, like whether it is a memory. I remember eating chips with my grandma or porch or, you know, um, like the first time that my kids were old enough to eat a potato chip without me worrying about it and they could like
Mm-hmm.
their faces react from
Yeah.
flavors and stuff or even introducing Miss Vicky's to my European in-laws who always have something to say about something.
Yeah.
But they were like very excited about Miss Vicky.
Really?
Yes.
It seems like the Europeans are very like health conscious. So I didn't even know they really eat like chips like that. I feel like that's more of like an American thing.
Well, yeah, no, they love chips. And that's the thing too. It's like, these are delicious and you don't feel like you're eating something bad because basically you're not. And it's like
Mhm.
go with their beer and their European judgment very well. And so it just felt like what a great place to start. And so I also just love like, yeah, inspiring people to do something that they normally wouldn't do, put
Mhm.
pen to paper and let us know what that means for you, like I was saying like going food shopping with my mom and going down to that chip aisle
Mhm.
when she let me go
That's
down.
style.
Oh my God, it was like the toy aisle in Toys R Us. I was like, I get to do what? And I
Mhm.
like whatever those memories are for somebody, like I can't wait to see what they come up with. And
Mhm.
so yeah, the creativity is just like A plus.
I have to ask you, what is your personal favorite flavor? I know mine is jalapeno, of course. So what is yours jalapeno too?
No, but that's my daughter's favorite.
Oh yes. I feel like everybody loves, you can't go wrong with jalapeno. It's a safe choice. And it's always good.
You know what? I'm gonna be honest. I'm an equal opportunity.
Okay. Got it.
I don't, yeah, I feel like that's asking me like my favorite Whitney Houston song. It's very difficult because,
Mhm.
yeah, sometimes I'm gonna go over to barbecue.
Yeah.
Sometimes
Okay.
honey mustard. I keep forgetting about honey mustard, and then she shows up. I'm just like, yes.
Yeah, I think it can definitely shift with the mood. It depends on the day. Does it like tear up the roof of your mouth or is it just me?
No, not
Okay.
me. No, I have enough rosé to get through it.
Okay. It's like a bittersweet because it tastes so good, but it's always so painful after the end. I don't know. Okay. So now I have to ask you about The Circle. Okay. So you are the host of Netflix's The Circle. This season, you guys are in Atlanta, a whole new city. And can I just say that I love your like witty little narrations in every episode? It keeps me going. And this season is definitely a doozy. We got a lot going on. We got dogs, we got skeletons, literally and figuratively. We got gays, we got AI. It's a lot. Okay. Now, for a show that's based on contestants strictly just being on social media all day, how do you keep things fresh and interesting and, not stale and awkward?
I mean, if I'm excited about it, then it's never going to be stale. That's just how it
Hmm.
goes. If I'm not into it, then I shouldn't be here.
Okay.
Uh, period.
Yeah.
Because voiceover work, it's not easy and it's not hard. Like I love I kind of love the things that people find mundane. Like doing
Mhm.
stand-up is not exciting by any means. You write a joke and you have to try it out over and over and over in different states with different people all the time, and it's always delivered
Oh,
differently, even if
okay.
it's a good joke. And so I love just running things into the ground just to see. That's just like where my brain works. And so
Hmm.
when I'm doing voiceover for The Circle, the great thing about Studio Lambert, the production company that does it, they were like, just do you. Like they love the
Okay.
auntie, they love like the drunk cousin of it all. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Always from a place of love, but like I
Mhm.
love to watch this and I'm like, this is what I'm thinking. I'm sure other people are thinking it too. Obviously, I want to keep it moving and host because I'm a professional.
Hmm.
But I'm just like, I do you own a shirt? Did you even come to this show with one shirt? And
Or
why
no shirt.
why am I seeing more images of your dog than you? But like, look,
Yeah.
like I'm not here to judge that hard, but like it is it is exciting and important actually, I think, because social media isn't going to go anywhere anytime soon. And so, you know, it is good to know what our profile picture may or may not say about us or how
Yes.
we come across through text and stuff like
Hmm.
that. So while it is entertaining for me, I do think it's important for some.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the first, I believe the first episode or the second episode, um, the contestants got asked a question that I thought was pretty interesting. They were asked, would you unfriend or unfollow someone who was canceled? So I have to ask, have you ever unfollowed someone that was
Oh
canceled?
my God.
Or
Oh
would you? Of course, you don't have to say who, if you know, obviously, but I'm nosy, so I gotta know.
my, I have.
You have.
And I'm gonna be honest, I already unfollowed them emotionally.
Okay, I see. So it
You know what
was just
I
a
mean?
matter of
And
time.
so that was just the next step because I was
Yeah.
like, I can't do this.
It always starts like the emotional breakup. It always starts with the emotions, and then
It
slowly, but
really does.
yeah.
It, and you know, that's okay. Some everybody is not for everybody else. And sometimes, what's that saying? Your friends sometimes are in your life like for a season,
Yeah,
not
for a season, not for a reason. Yep.
thank you so much. That
Mhm.
okay.
Okay, last question. I really want to ask you about one of your upcoming gigs. You are going to be acting in Pamela Adlon's directed dramedy film Babes. You and your fellow comedian Alana Glazer. So basically Alana's character, for people who don't know, she gets knocked up and she's losing her fucking mind. She doesn't know what to do, where to go. And she needs all the help that she can get. Now, I don't mean to get too deep, but I was reading up on your past experience with like IVF. And I
Yeah.
remember you saying that you felt like you didn't really have anyone to talk to about it. So I wanted to know what was it like to play that character that, someone can lean on and confide in. Yeah.
It's so funny how the needle has shifted so much since 4 or 5 years ago,
Hmm.
because people are way more um, willing to share their journey on Instagram and other outlets with IVF. And so, you know, I think that's so important. Like, there is a part of it where it's just like, am I sharing too much? But there is also this other part of it where it's like, you really making people feel less alone and also low key educating people on what this process might be.
Hmm.
Now, with Pamela Adlon, who was so good at doing real life, real woman, grown things,
Hmm.
like, and she comes from a just like such deep sincerity. And then Alana Glazer, who, you know, people keep book this with her friend Josh Rabinowitz and also starting it. So this is essentially her baby. And
Hmm.
she's a good friend. And so I only want to, when your friends do really good things, you're just like, well, I just want to be the best for you. So let's go and get
Right.
it.
Yeah.
And people keep using this word raunchy when they come to Alana, talk about Alana and Pamela. And I'm just like, it's interesting that we're using this word raunchy. We're talking
Mhm.
about real things that happen to female bodies.
Yeah.
So for some reason, when females talk about it, it's raunchy, but when men talk about it, it's hilarious.
Yeah.
And so we're really just trying to flip all that on its side and just be like, look, this is a human experience.
Hmm.
and it's natural, and things can happen, and we do, while we still have a choice over our body, what we can and cannot do with it. And at the end of the day, the story is about what happens to women's bodies, but the bigger picture is just like a rom-com for friendship. Because
Hmm.
I have so many friends, the minute I got married, they're like, won't see you no more. And I'm like, I'd love to see you, but don't overstay your welcome.
Yeah, of course.
Or like when I have kids and they show up and they're just like, oh my God, your kid. It's just like, yeah, I got kids.
Mhm.
Your mom had you.
I
Everyone's chill.
know.
So it's like, yeah, how do your relationships shift?
Yeah.
Uh, you know, and you get to that next level of adulthood, and that's what it really is too. That's like the main of it. And so I think there's something for everyone.
Hmm.
For that friend, it's just like, well, what if I don't have kids? That's cool too,
That's okay.
because
Yeah.
it's your choice.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so I think it's delightfully raunchy
Hmm.
and real and
Hmm.
important.
Speaking of raunchy and real, I just want to say you do that. You combine those things so well in your show Survival of the Thickest on Netflix, which
Oh,
also
thank
got renewed for a second season. So congrats on that.
you so
Um,
much.
yes, of course.